All right, guys, welcome to another episode of The Final Whistle. This is episode 2 of season 2. I'm back with the same crew. I'm with Yaga. I'm with Fred. I'm with Evan. And last week we had the Man United versus Arsenal preview. Now,
actually, Liverpool and
Liverpool and Arsenal preview.
What did you drink? You saw in the rush?
I know. Yaga just hit me. That's why I got confused. So we have the Chelsea and Man United preview this week. We're already set. Obviously, Evan and I are Chelsea fans, and Yaga is a known Man United fan. He doesn't need anybody else on his side. He's good all by himself because he's the talker in the group. So I guess let's start with Chelsea and the same questions we had for season 1, as in, Evan, I'm going to start with you then. I guess we go down. What is your review of the season? Like, what did you like? What did you not like? What was your kind of like a rating of last season, how Chelsea finished? Obviously, we finished 3rd.
Yeah.
And won the Europa League. So,
honestly speaking, I think Chelsea had an okay season. Not to the best of our expectation or to the best of what we know of Chelsea. Aside from the whole division that happened in Chelsea, Sarri in, Sarri out, discussion, I still think it was a positive. Influencing like some of the youth players to play in first team football was a good thing. That's one thing I've always been advocating for. So that was definitely a good. But there are some games that I felt like this is not Chelsea, especially like the Bournemouth game. Some games like we approached it just like so clueless, 6-0 against Man City. Like, what was going on? That wasn't Chelsea. And sometimes I felt like Sarri was supposed to adapt in the game. If, for example, when we played against Spurs at Wembley, Spurs outplayed Chelsea in the first 15, 20 minutes. They had double-marked Jorginho in the midfield. But I still think if Sarri ball at that time was supposed to work and it wasn't working at that particular or during that particular game, he should have been able to adapt to a situation, but Sarri wasn't that type of coach that would adapt to a situation. He kept the same team throughout the entire season, which made it too predictable for certain teams to know who Chelsea's coming up with each and every week. But the positives, playing in Europa and not being defeated, that's a good thing. Although we don't really hope to be a Europa League champion. Again, we're looking for Champions League. I think Chelsea really deserved to be winning that the Europa final against Arsenal. So overall, if I'm supposed to grade Chelsea's season under Sarri, I think it's a C+ because again, one, Sarri didn't really get the chance to again prove his worth as to why we signed him. I feel like the whole division among fans didn't really create a healthy atmosphere. So, in a nutshell, my grade is solely based on the fans, the relationship between the fans and the players, and overall performance of the players during the season.
Well, I guess I'm going to go and then we're going to get the rivals' perspective of Chelsea. And the only thing that I'll say is I think a C+ is maybe harsh because when he came in, Chelsea were a Europa League team, right? And then he came in, we did not expect Chelsea to win the league.
Correct.
Right? So when Chelsea were able to win the Europa League and finish 3rd and go to a final, the League Cup final, I think that's much better than C+. That's personally my opinion, right? So I'll probably give him a B because, for one, he did win a trophy.
Correct.
Right? For 2, he finished top 4. That's probably his minimum objective that he achieved. He achieved both of them. If he had won the league, that would be overachieving because we know we're in. Obviously, we finished 5th in the league. So I think it didn't start well, but Chelsea benefited from 3 bad teams or 4 bad teams with Arsenal and Man United and Spurs being inconsistent. That's how Chelsea finished 3rd. So I guess you give them credit for finishing 3rd and winning the Europa League. But also, we got lucky because the other teams around us were inconsistent. That's how we finished.
But truly, this is not as unlike of Chelsea, though, because in each transfer market, Chelsea at least spends money to get good players at that time. This is a time where Chelsea didn't have a transfer ban. So why weren't we able? Or at that time, the only players we brought in that season was only Jorginho, right? Who else did we bring?
Yeah, but if you remember,
Kepa, yeah.
Yeah, but if you remember that in that season, Liverpool and Man United were way ahead.
Correct.
Like, there wasn't any player we were going to sign that we were going to win the league. So he did. Who was available that we could have signed that won to win the league, or if there wasn't any, it wasn't possible. The best thing he could have done, honestly, was win a competition, which he did, and then finish top 4, which he did. Because if you remember, midway, we started off very well.
Yeah,
Chelsea
the Arsenal 4-3.
Yeah, Chelsea started, I think the first 6-7 games, they hadn't lost a game. And then
10 games
teams
actually,
started figuring out the Sarri ball. And then we ended up not adjusting or whatnot. So it started off bad. It started off good. Middle of the season, it was very bad, where we were just getting like the 6-0 that you said. But we ended the season very well. So Sarri's critics weren't as loud as in the middle of the season. But, I still think it was a decent season for us. What do you think, Kevin?
As far as I'm concerned, I'll actually give him a B+. Because first of all, that was his first season.
Yeah.
He didn't get the players that he wanted. The only player he could bring in was Jorginho.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't forget he brought Higuain too.
That's why
we're talking about the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that was when we were desperate.
So putting that into factor, your first season at Chelsea, and he has a way of playing football. And the players that he had at that point in time weren't the type of players he needed to play that type of football he needed to play. He started off well. Mm-hmm. And I think teams figured him out. And there's one thing about the negative thing I can say about Sarri is he's the type of coach that doesn't want to change.
Yeah.
So when he makes his mind to do one thing, that's what he does.
Quick one. Why he doesn't want to change? I'm coming. Before he was given the contract, right? Chelsea asked him what they need from him. So yours is you have given him the contract, so just leave him to do the work.
So who's blaming him?
The management of Chelsea.
So you're not blaming the
board.
Yeah.
You're blaming the board, not Sarri. Okay.
Right. But okay. So what I was saying was basically, I'll give him a B+ because I think he did great.
I think it's great.
You mentioned the fact that he got to the League Cup final.
Yeah.
He
did, and
won
they
the Europa
well.
League. They played audition.
Yeah.
I think that was Chelsea's best game of the season.
Yeah.
They played well. It's just that they were unfortunate with the whole Kepa situation and all that. First season of Chelsea, the players he had, he didn't have good players. Aside Hazard and Kante, but then Kante was being played out of position.
Mm-hmm.
That's his own, stubbornness. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to play him there because he felt like Jorginho was the right guy. And we don't know what goes on behind the scene. We see what's going on the pitch, but then he felt like Jorginho was the guy. That's the main reason why he brought him all the way from Napoli.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be fair. B+. To me, winning the Europa League, getting into the Champions League spot, and then at one point in time, Chelsea were out of the race, top 4 race, and then they figured it out and were third. Because Spurs were in the driving seat, and mind you, Spurs were actually closer to Liverpool than Man City.
That's what I said. That
I didn't even think Chelsea were going to make it. I was actually thinking it was going to be City, Liverpool, Spurs, and Arsenal. But then it didn't happen that way. So kudos to Sarri. He did great. He's a good coach. It's just that
I'm not trying to discredit his work or anything. As I said, I appreciate what he did for Chelsea at the crucial time that we actually needed some sort of help. But the reason why, again, I'm grading him as a C+ again, is because he failed to adapt in crucial games. Like certain games, you're supposed to adapt. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have a philosophy of playing. I'd rather play dirty and get my 3 points than to be playing beautiful football like Arsenal does. Not to throw shots, but it's reality. Arsenal plays beautiful football and wouldn't win.
I'd
rather stick to the traditional Chelsea.
I actually wanted to say that because one thing I noticed about Sarri was when he lost 6-0 to Man City, right? Mm-hmm. Can you remember? I don't know if you guys remember. You guys had a home game. Mm-hmm. He was playing the same style he plays away. Mm-hmm. And
That's concerning.
That's one problem I have with him. But then, I mean, we judging based on the whole season. You guys had a trophy. We were there, and
these little things add up to make a season, make or break a season. That's why I'm still sticking to it.
That's why he's a stubborn coach.
No, but let me add before Fred goes. David, everything that you're saying, would that have made a difference? Would Chelsea have won the league if you had if you had done all this stuff?
I don't think so.
We're not winning the league.
No.
We knew from the get-go that we're not winning the league.
So for one, even if, let's say, he adjusted and won that, Chelsea wouldn't win the league, right?
Correct.
Would Chelsea have won the FA Cup?
Maybe.
Would Chelsea have won the League Cup?
Maybe.
FA Cup City won it.
City
won
it.
If you saying City and Liverpool were better teams than the team you had, what makes you think if City was in the competition,
but then
that's what I wanted?
I honestly do not think that. I'm not like Sarri's time at Chelsea could have been boom or bust. He saved the season with the Europa League and finished in third. Because he could have been a D, and then he took it to a B because, I mean, he got help by Arsenal inconsistency and United and also Spurs, right? So, I mean,
and to be fair, Chelsea weren't the third best team in the league.
That's not true.
When the season started. What I'm saying, going into the season, and then during the latter stages.
This is a league. You are what you are.
Exactly.
Right? So if you finish fourth, you are a fourth place team. If you finish eighth, you're fifth. So if you're saying Chelsea are not a third best team.
I'm saying getting to the end of the season.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Getting to the end. No, you guys were the best team. The best team. I'm saying heading into the final stages of the season, Chelsea were out of the top 4. It was just basically Arsenal, Spurs, Liverpool, and Man City. Yeah. You guys got to third. You won the Europa League. Yeah. You got to the League Cup final. You outplayed the best team in the country. Mm-hmm. Come on, what more do you expect from the coach? I think he did a great job.
What do you think, Fred?
Well, my first question is.
No.
I'm starting with a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm starting with a question. Sorry, right? Did you guys give him money to spend or not?
He had the bank to spend on any player that he wanted, and he only brought in Kepa and Jorginho.
No, he didn't bring in Kepa. He had no goal. No, he did not bring in a Kepa.
The only player he brought was Jorginho.
Okay, when we go through Chelsea's records or signing players in, it's classified under him.
No, the coach, Chelsea signs players. It's not the coach that signs players.
I know Chelsea signs players, but then for his system to work. So anyway,
ever since Drogba left Chelsea, you guys haven't got any best striker.
I know.
Now that's a position you guys have to focus on.
Yeah, but let's stay on last season. We want to review last season. Then we talk about
I'm just developing something. Sarri did everything. I like a coach if he's playing his formation and whatever the board will be saying, whatever he does. I like that idea because, yes, he believes in himself that he can do it. And he did win a cup for you guys. And Chelsea is like Kotoko or Ghana national team. If you go for a tournament and we don't win it, it's a disaster, which is very bad. Do you understand me? Because we are all playing the tournament. And every team is a favorite by Chelsea, Kotoko, Ghana Black Stars. If we go for a tournament or we are going for the trophy, instead of us to focus on the players we are having, Chelsea was having the good defense, good midfield, but their striking position was bad. Look at the chances Pedro, William, Hazard was creating. There was no striker to put them in the goalpost, right? So Chelsea problem that I think was a striking position.
To answer that, I think
but let me. Right. I want him to do that.
And as you guys were saying, Yaga was saying that he was playing. I know every Chelsea supporter was saying he was playing Kante out of position. Some players were defenders, but they turned into strikers. So as a player, make yourself utility player. Anywhere they put you at, you can play.
I mean, to answer that, I think
and Jorginho too was doing it. He played the same thing for you guys to win that UEFA trophy, Europa League. So I don't know, though. I like his idea, being not listening to the board, because you guys believed in him, then gave him the job. So I think, seriously, I will give him B+.
Yeah,
he did a great job. Yeah, because he wasn't having that support Mourinho was having. I bet you, everybody can tell you that. Mourinho, no player can disrespect Mourinho when he was in Chelsea. He was having Makelele, Essien, Lampard, John Terry, a whole lot. Nobody disrespected him. But look at what Kepa did to him. A whole coach taking you out from a game. You say you're not coming. So, like, you get it?
Yeah,
that too was a problem.
Yeah, that's what I was based
on. The board wasn't supporting the coach. I bet you no coach will leave a team which he have won. He just won a trophy. Just one season, then he left to Juventus because he wasn't getting that support from the board. Well, you guys have to look at that. Now Lampard is having that support. Look at how, if Chelsea finish 7 the band, look at the players they're going to Abramovich will buy for Lampard. Do you understand my point? So Sarri, another problem. Everybody was focusing was playing Jorginho and playing Kante on the right side. They should have focused on how the board will support him. The board will support him to get the power over the players, because as a player, coach is taking you up. There is no way you can tell the coach you are not coming. There's no way you can take the coach you are not coming out from the.
But that's still a one part of the whole season. So
that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying Sarri had a good season for me because he gave me because for me he did well because the board wasn't supporting, but he tried and did his best for the team.
Okay. So I guess now that the season is behind us, transfers. Obviously, there are no transfers.
Except Pulisic that came in last year.
Yeah, I mean, so Chelsea has a transfer ban and this summer, but we got lucky that the players that we signed in the winter were able to stay. So we signed Pulisic in December, so he was able to stay. And Kovacic became permanent because he was already on loan, so you can convert that and not be affected by the ban. So it's basically those two players, and then Tammy Abraham is back from loan, and Mason Mount is back.
Chelsea players Chelsea have can do the whole team again. Yeah.
So
Baba Rahman.
Wait. So all these players that Chelsea have from coming back from loans and I guess signings, is there any player that, I mean, what do we think about the transfers? Because we got lucky because, like you're saying, we have a whole bunch of players unknown, and then we were able to sign Pulisic, which they probably knew something was coming. That's why they signed him before. We were able to keep Kovacic because of it. Obviously, we let Higuain go because we didn't think we would need him. Batshuayi's back from loan. So it's a whole bunch of loan players that seems like new signings. Are they good enough to help Chelsea move? Like, where is Chelsea now from last season to this season? Is this team improved, or is this team, because granted we also lost Hazard, which I didn't add. We lost Hazard to Real Madrid, so Chelsea's probably one of the best players to ever play for Chelsea.
My thing is, if Chelsea plays, Chelsea team, the whole team, now supporting Lampard, the players listening to him, giving him that respect, they can move on. It's all about respecting the coach and the board, giving him
move on. Where?
So Chelsea can improve and do something better than last season. Now look at the preseason. Look at how Pedro is performing. Everybody thought being Hazard left the team is going to be a disaster, but look at how Pedro. Yeah,
but that's preseason. Like, you can't judge anything on preseason.
But we start from 1. Then to 2.
I think Chelsea is.
Now I can tell you a fact that Chelsea team is better than mine.
Yeah, but
200%.
Yes, but
good.
We're going too far. Hold on. Let's stay. let's stay with Chelsea. Let's stay with the transfers, right?
I
Because
mean,
we don't want to.
He made a statement about the fact that Chelsea can, better themselves as compared to last year. But then they were the third best team.
Exactly. That's
So
what
are
I'm
they going to
saying.
do better than Liverpool and City? That's what
That's what we're measuring ourselves against.
Because
Because
so
right now
clearly
the
they're
bar,
the third best team now.
correct. Right now the bar is Man City, and the question is Chelsea's squad, is it going to match against Man City's squad? Because in terms of depth, or Liverpool.
No.
So as a Chelsea
quick
fan,
question, right? Quick question. And it's a yes or no question across the board.
No, just a second. Do you know sometimes players don't play ball? I believe in teamwork.
Okay,
Of course.
so that's the question that I'm going to ask, right? Is Chelsea's squad right now with Hazard left and the players that are coming, are they better? I'm not talking about coaching. I'm not talking about just the squad. Yes or no? Like, that's just one answer question.
Okay.
I'm going to start with Ivan. Are Chelsea's squad right now better than last season?
no.
Are Chelsea's squad better than last
Well, we
season?
haven't played this season,
No.
so I can predict.
I
No,
think you
just
can base
judging
it on their squad.
Yeah,
just
just
judging
judge
by
on the
the
squad.
team sheet that you have.
Well, they are good. They are still good. So, yeah.
Is it better
Is
than
it better than last
Last
season?
last season?
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't think so.
How do you feel about it? Honestly,
I think this Chelsea team is more exciting.
correct.
Except,
It's
we're
just-
talking about
yeah,
the
but
squad.
the question
Yeah.
was yes or no, though. You
Squad.
didn't ask us to elaborate. 'Cause
Yes,
if we did,
I
would.
think
Just
yes.
because you tell me to elaborate, and
Yeah, yeah. I'll
talk
say
a
the
little
same
bit
thing,
more.
but it's a yes or no kind of question. that you're
Yeah,
asking.
I think
You think it's better than
yes,
last
I think it's a better team than last season because last season we're just relying on Hazard, right?
You know, I mean, not the player. We're talking about the team.
Yeah, the team, right? The
Yeah.
team. If you look at the team sheet from 1 to 20 or whatever, this is a better because the only player we lost is our best player,
Yeah.
which obviously is a huge
That's
goal.
what I'm
right?
saying. You lost a world-class player.
Exactly.
That's a huge gap right
Yeah,
there.
that would have made the difference in some crucial games.
Like,
But hey,
Yeah, but you know the one reason why I think it's better because Chelsea, every time Hazard's on the ball, we kind of look to him to like
to
Make
deliver.
some-
And he was doing it.
right? Exactly, and he was. I think if you don't have that kind of player, everybody starts to chip in.
Yeah, but of course, just
Right.
like Brazil, you just relate that
Exactly.
to Brazil and Neymar issues.
So and if you notice, if Hazard has a bad game, Chelsea's losing that game,
Yep.
Exactly.
right?
But he didn't have bad games.
I mean, yeah, but
There are some games.
he had some games where he was off, and then we weren't even close. So I think these transfers and these loan signings coming in, I think the squad is better.
I think I should say they're very excited.
Yeah.
They will play well. I've been saying it from the
Yeah.
onset.
Yeah.
You guys signed Lampard. I'm just feeling like world-class player like Hazard.
Because we need a game
changer.
like game changer.
I don't think
game changer right there.
out there to be that guy. He's a great player. I don't think
He isn't. He's not close to Hazard.
exactly.
Yeah,
So-
that,
so
that,
I
that
was told-
conversation is not worth the
That's
time
what
right
I'm
now.
Yeah,
saying.
just leave it
So,
alone.
so at this point, if you play City, if you play Liverpool, who's that guy?
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying. But then Chelsea is an exciting team to watch now. But then, because I watched your game against the previous game before Barcelona's game, my guy Barkley is just
Yeah, he's on fire. Barkley is going to be having a great
he's
season.
the
this
guy
season.
for you guys at this point in time.
Yeah.
The guy with the key pass.
Now Lampard want to create the whole team on him.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at he's playing like Lampard days.
Yeah, he's
Look at
exciting
how
to
he
watch.
took his penalty yesterday.
Yeah. He has to.
Yeah.
Lampard
Yeah,
is
yeah,
very
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Not
It's-
even the penalty, the pass he actually assisted
Yeah.
to.
Did you guys see the free kick he scored again?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's your main man. As of now, I don't think
But,
Pulisic
you know,
is the guy.
Let's not forget, Man U is serving Chelsea bando for no sign, no player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's focus on. So now that the Chelsea our transfer is over, I'm hearing a lot of good things. Where is Chelsea going to finish? I'm going to start with you two before Evan and I go. Where do you think Chelsea's going to finish this season in the league? Let's focus on the league alone.
Well, Chelsea can be on the third place. Chelsea.
Third place. What about you?
Top four.
Top four. What about you?
I agree with that.
I think top four too.
Yeah,
I'll probably
really,
pick us
really-
fourth.
I pick us third.
No, fourth is for Arsenal.
Okay.
The signing
you have
sealed Arsenal.
Okay, so I guess there's a lot of good things that everybody's optimistic, which frightens me because most of the time when Chelsea is people like the team or whatnot, it doesn't go well. So that's a Chelsea preview. If anything you guys want to add, because we're going to go to the Man U one, and I know it's going to be much longer.
Prospect to watch out for this season. Who are you looking out for?
For Chelsea?
Yeah. We talk about Chelsea.
I mean, we have a lot of young players. We have Mount, we have Odoi, Pulisic is coming in. I mean, we have a lot of young players, so that's why I said it's exciting.
So, like, out of all of them, who are you really, like, looking to be, like, the next?
I mean, obviously, Hudson-Odoi is going to be the guy that last season everything was going well until he got injured.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he got England call up, he got everything. So,
good question. When is Loftus coming back?
Yeah,
I think it's like December. Yeah.
So he's not going to play against you guys.
No, I think that guy's.
Yeah,
he's a problem. He's a problem.
I'm just being honest today. Yeah. I think he's a good player.
Yeah,
You have to be honest every day, not only today. Not only today.
Okay, so let's move on to the Man U season preview. Obviously, Man United finished 6th in the league, right?
Okay. That was their position last season, right?
Man U finished 6th in the league last season. There were no trophies, but obviously the Mourinho left and Solskjaer came in. And when Solskjaer came in, it seemed like they couldn't lose. They were
the best team for a moment.
How many games?
He was on the wheel.
How many games did they go before they lose? I mean, did they go
10?
10?
11.
Yeah. So they went on a great winning streak, and then the wheels came off. But it was one of those weird things where they kept winning, but you guys stayed at 6th place for.
Yeah, the reason was because before Mourinho left, the gap between us and it was like about 16 points.
Yeah, it was ridiculously huge. So I guess I'm gonna start with you. What's your summary? Let's try to summarize the season now. What's your summary of it? What did you like? What did you not like? Grade Mourinho and then grade Solskjaer.
I mean, to be fair, I think Mourinho, Mourinho's problems with United was just bigger than football.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't grade. It wouldn't be fair for me to grade Mourinho based on that because it was just you could tell the players weren't there for him. It was just nasty to just see.
Yeah.
So I can't grade him on the football. The football we played sucked. It wasn't good. There was nothing exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It was just raw football because I believe the players weren't doing what Mourinho wanted them to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't grade Mourinho on that aspect. If I'm supposed to grade him, then I'll just give him a D because it wasn't good. But then I feel like
probably incomplete.
Yeah. It was incomplete. I can't give him a grade. As far as what excited me, nothing really.
Yeah.
Nothing really. The only more exciting thing was Lindelof.
Yeah.
He was
just good.
He was good for me.
McTominay.
He's developing. But then, I mean, I think when he didn't start well. He didn't start well. But then as the season came to a close, he was just the guy who wanted to play.
Mm-hmm.
McTominay was also the guy who wanted to play. Aside that, everything, I don't know. Lingard, bogus. He's supposed to be out of the team. He doesn't deserve United. Rashford, he's going to get there. But then how long are we going to say that?
No, you
keep saying that. You've been saying that all the time. You are number 10. So if you are the number 10 of the team, you're supposed to be the main guy. So I can't keep on saying, oh, he's going to get there. United, also now, I don't know. But based on last season, Solskjaer came in. He started off well because, of course, at that point in time, the players didn't want Mourinho. So now they were playing. They were showing themselves. They were passionate about everything. Then as they made him the permanent coach, they started drilling.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like most players in the team don't deserve to be United players.
Mm-hmm.
So
not caliber. Yeah.
No, they really because every time they're on social media, Pogba.
Well, that talent also. It's not really what they're doing. They're not good enough.
They're not good enough for United. But then one problem is, see, when we had Fergie, right? We have good players like that. We had O'Shea, Raphael. Yeah. But these guys were playing. Mm-hmm. So I really don't want to say it's about talent because, come on. Last season was a disaster. Solskjaer came in. He did a great job. At a point in time, then he just went off. I don't know if it was a good idea for us to appoint him as a permanent coach at that point in time.
Yeah.
Because the moment he was assigned a permanent coach, everything just went.
Yeah.
When we won against PSG, everything was off. So last season was a terrible season. As United found it was very, very terrible.
So was Solskjaer's great?
I mean, for the fact that he came in and did something.
He got thrown into the middle of the dance.
Yeah, because at a point in time, we were actually out of the top 4.
Yeah.
Then when he came in, we were in the top 4. So I'll actually give him a C minus.
That's tough.
Yeah,
I think that's tough because
I wouldn't grade him if I was
pretty low.
I wouldn't even grade him.
You think it's pretty low? I mean, because it got to a point. He didn't even know what he was doing.
Yeah, but from where you guys were.
That's what I'm saying. But then, I mean, because the season was bad. So I'm not about to grade. I'm
correct.
not about to give him a good grade.
But the thing is, you cannot really grade him because he came into a mess already.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to grade him, but then if I'm supposed to, that's what I'm going to get. Because I think he did well. At a point in time, we were the best team. We have most points than any team. We had a long stretch.
Still staying.
So I think I had this table when since he came in the league.
Yeah,
he's like top 4.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So he's had more points too as compared to other managers. But then it wasn't good enough. He came in at the wrong time. Mm-hmm. Okay, he came in when chaos was already created. So for you to actually measure all that, being a new coach, being a young coach, it's just a tough job.
So what are your expectations for him this season?
This season?
No. Let's go through.
I want him to wrap it up, and then we just dive into
let's talk about.
And if you want me to talk more about United, I can.
No,
I can say
because we want to do the review, and then
talk about the upcoming
season. So, what did you think about United's season?
This season or last season?
No, last season, like the season they had
was trash. Man U, he made some statement that during Ferguson time, all the players were playing the Man U with their whole heart. Good. You know, before dealing with some people, you have to know their characters before. And you know what Mourinho did in Chelsea. And you guys went ahead and appointed him for head coach for Man U. So it's the same kind of behavior he did in Chelsea. You will bring it over there.
Can I please come in?
Come in.
I bet to differ. Mourinho at Chelsea, these Chelsea fans will attest to the fact that it wasn't his fault when you guys came 16th or whatever. Like you guys were low.
But whose fault?
It was just the players didn't.
Whose fault?
These Chelsea fans.
The players did not want to play.
Correct.
Exactly. The same thing Man U players didn't want to play for him.
Because Mourinho.
Because he has some ego in him. He used on the players.
Mourinho is the type of coach that wants his players to do what he says.
Correct.
And it was working for Chelsea. Yeah. It was working when he had all these egoistic guys. Michael Lely, you mentioned all these great players. It was working for him. He didn't have any problem with all that.
That time, Mourinho was now building up as a coach.
But what about when he went to Inter? He had the same old egoistic players. He was doing the same thing. He said it himself that if he tells you to do something, you don't do it. He feels like the relationship, the bond is broken. Mm-hmm. So you can't. I'm not going to blame Mourinho for that bad season he had at Chelsea. When we signed Mourinho, of course, you signed Mourinho with no doubt he's one of the greatest coaches ever.
Right, yeah.
So you can't go. Of course, we didn't have a coach because we lost Van Gaal at that point in time. Of course, Mourinho was available. Who would you go for?
There's not a lot.
Yeah, there's not a lot of coaches. Yeah.
So you can't blame the fact that we went for Mourinho. We had a bad season, yeah. But don't forget Mourinho, when he came, he won us a Europa League that we needed to go into the Champions League. Mm-hmm. So you can't discredit that. You can't discredit because the squad he had wasn't a good squad. We had a terrible season. But
so what squad do you guys need?
No, well, I guess we're going to get there. What do you think?
All right, so United, when the season actually started, I was away, but the game against Brighton, what was that?
I'm trying to build up.
I just said it. Our season wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't that good, but like all jokes aside, though, like some games, I was like, oh my God, this is
nice. Trash.
I already said that already.
You already said it, but I'm not gonna re-emphasizing that. But I feel like certain games, Man U was like out of it. Overall, aside from the switching of or replacement of coaches, I think the season didn't go as well as you guys may have expected. Oh. So if I had to rate your season, I think it's a C.
Me, I'm gonna F.
Wait, C?
Yeah. I think
C for United?
Yeah, I think it's a C. F. If I had to grade.
I mean, that's a good grade.
C?
No,
wait.
I think it's a C.
Being sick, United?
C on the scale of 100. That's like a freaking a 69 from.
No, it was like 40 something. Come on, that wasn't a good season.
The season is like the only thing you could say they got further in the Champions League than people expected.
That's why I'm giving them a C.
No, you can't base that on. No, this season was terrible. C, I think it's too good.
Especially that PSG game was a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Come on, man. United season.
You are being harsh
terrible.
on.
But then, I mean, if you're saying a C,
yeah.
I'll take that. Because where you give Sarri a C.
I know. You gave Sarri a C minus.
I give
it
And you give United a
Oh,
C.
C+.
If we give you the whole day to talk, it's a whole trash you're going to say about mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move
It's
on.
a trash.
All right, let's move on. So transfers.
This season?
You have Wan-Bissaka and you have Daniel James.
Okay.
It's probably a future.
Now they are waiting
And then
for
Maguire looks like it's completed. Probably will be.
Dybala. They're waiting for Dybala too.
Well, let's talk about the ones that have been confirmed,
Yeah.
because everybody's getting
Mandzukic is confirmed.
Oh, really?
confirmed.
Yeah.
Who?
Mandzukic is coming.
He's coming to United.
Yeah.
Wait, when did they
It looks
confirm
like
this?
Last night.
okay. This is what happened, right? Mandzukic was supposed to be part of the Dybala Lukaku switch, but then it looks like
That's
Sarri told him he doesn't want it.
He
So at
doesn't
this
want
point,
Mandzukic.
he doesn't fit the style.
Okay.
So it looks like, I mean, as you said, we can't talk about that because
Yeah.
it's not confirmed. We
I
have to
have not
respect,
even.
Yeah,
we
I
have to
heard it, yeah.
respect that he's going to be signed for like $15 million.
15?
Yeah, instead of 5 years.
Oh, he is old.
Yeah.
Wow, he's that old.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean,
transfers,
we
I
can't
guess,
talk
yeah.
about it. We can only talk about Wan-Bissaka,
Yeah.
James.
And
It looks
Maguire.
like Maguire had his medical stick because
Yeah.
he's in Carrington.
Yeah.
right?
Maguire, I know
It's
is
going
done.
to happen.
What do I think? Wan-Bissaka is a beast.
Mhm.
You know, I was kind of optimistic when, you know, we signed him.
Mhm.
But I think he's actually playing great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only preseason, but then he's the type of player that
But do you know when
Wants
it
to
comes to
play.
preseason to England's teams are the best in preseason?
that's what I was saying. I said it's just
So
preseason.
don't just say the guy is a beast.
Oh no, he's proved
He's a
last
good
season.
player.
No, he
Proving
proved
it.
last season in the
Yeah,
league.
Crystal
It
Palace.
looks
But
like
You guys
he-
won it.
he's
Stop
good.
lying.
He's going to be a trash in Man U.
Okay,
I bet you.
That's fine.
We'll find out. When they beat you
I'm
guys,
saying-
you
So
know,
what
we,
do
we
you-
signed players like Pepe. You know,
Okay. So what do you think about your transfer? Have they improved the team to where you are?
Of course, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
What do you
because
actually?
last season we didn't even have Pepe right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
how about Captain Ashley Young?
Okay.
I'm saying
So
we have a-
I want to ask. I
let
want to
him
ask this
finish his
question.
points, though. Let him
Yeah,
finish
I
his
want to ask
points.
this question about Maguire though, because obviously the rumor is like $80-something million.
It's no rumor, Jeff. It's
I-
real.
it hasn't
Which
been
doesn't
confirmed,
make
but-
no sense.
But frankly,
Yeah.
85 million
It doesn't make no
pounds,
sense.
right? 80 million pounds, right? Aside, because I don't, when they sign a player, right? When the team signs a player, I don't focus on it because the money is whatever.
Mhm.
Like, all
I
you care
know,
about,
just-
wait. All you care about is can the player play or not. Like, money is irrelevant. 80 million to
Just throw the
United
question
is,
to me.
yeah,
Just throw
80
the
million
question
to United
and I'll
is
say
irrelevant.
something.
Wait.
Are you happy with the signing? We're not going
Good,
to
that's
focus
the
on
question
money.
I wanted
Yeah,
to ask
that's it. Are you happy with the player, not the amount of money you spent on it, just the player in general?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Last season, aside, if you take out Van Dijk, comparing stats,
Mhm.
he was the best midfielder, best defender.
Defender.
I actually showed him
Yeah.
to get
No,
Mhm.
no. Mustafi was better than this player last. I have the. I'll put it in the
Well-
chat. I will put it. Then you put it on the. I'll put it in the chat. Then you put it on.
Okay. I just want to show you guys.
Yours is a fake, man.
Okay.
Yours is a fake.
Okay. I just want to.
Yo, bro, signing down
He-
player
he's
for that
actually
amount
No,
Can I
wait.
answer it?
Well, let's
doesn't make sense. Even
wait.
it makes sense.
Fred, wait. Fred, wait. The only thing I'm going to say is it's not a fair comparison because, one, he plays at Leicester.
Leicester's exactly.
He plays
So,
at Leicester.
Leicester have won the league like 2 seasons ago.
When they won, he wasn't even there.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
He wasn't
Yeah.
there.
There was this then he was against
Yeah,
He came from Hull City.
Yeah.
Let me build my point. Let me
Okay,
ask a simple question.
Okay.
Let me ask a simple question. When Liverpool signed Van Dijk for £75 million,
Nobody thought.
did you think he was going to be
Yeah.
that player? You can't. Did
Okay.
you think he was going to be that
thought-
player?
But the only reason why it helps his case is because he has that stature of Van Dijk. Because he's
Yep.
big, he's tall, and
Yeah.
the mistake Leicester played. I mean, Man United played, and Leicester knew Man United were desperate.
Correct.
Exactly.
Right?
And
And
Messi
because-
actually influenced it too.
Exactly. And because Van Dijk works so well for Liverpool, and that kind of...
They felt like, okay, it's going to be the same
yeah.
guy. And now the market is messed up.
Yeah, and I don't think
So,
it matters.
so what are you talking
honestly.
about? Do you really think, because if you want to talk about money, I think it's overpriced.
Yeah,
But then if he comes in
And
and that's
plays
his job,
well, yeah.
then
That's
he's
it.
justify the price tag. So you can't blame him at this point in time.
He's not gonna do anything
Okay,
that's
that's
for
fine.
Man U.
Okay,
Simple.
I personally think he's going
Man U team, the whole team is a trash now. Now they have the problem. They have to solve the problem. You know, buying that player and they don't solve that problem. Man U still it's Pogba. They should let the boy go. I'm telling you. You know, sign it. No, he's a good player. They sign him, right? But if you don't solve that problem of being Pogba, the team will still be trash.
Yeah, that I agree.
Yeah,
I told one of my
he's
friends
just-
that that's the cancer of the team. And
He's
these
just
guys had a
asking
rough
questions. I've been saying it. I don't want to buy money. I've been saying it. So it's not like
So no.
I think
What you say, I understand you that he's a good player.
He's
You
a good
guys have
player.
signed him.
Because
Good.
see,
But Man U
just
is
look at
having
it.
a problem
Just look
now. You know.
So
No. Just a second. Do you know the whole Man U team is built on Pogba, and now he being the problem.
Just look at the guy's
No.
stats.
Pogba is the pivot of Man U, and now he too is giving them a problem. So you will sign whatever.
The question
Okay,
is,
so
am I happy with the
let's
signing?
focus. Let's focus on the player's
Exactly.
sign. Let's
Him
focus on
coming
the player's
in,
sign
him
because
coming
Pogba
in.
is another
Issue.
So,
So no,
okay.
it's another issue. But I'm saying he's a good player that they have
I
signed.
thought you said he was trash.
No. I'm building something.
Mhm.
You said I didn't say. I said he's a trash. As you said, he's a good player. Fine. Whatever you are saying about him, he's a good player. So they've bought him 87 million, right?
80 million.
80 million pounds. Now the player is in. He's supposed to justify himself that he's worthy for that amount, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being that problem is still there. It's like you are having a car,
But then with
right?
this Pogba situation, we still have some QAs for. So
Yeah,
we can't focus on Pogba.
Yeah, let's
focus on the
not
signing.
focus on the
All right,
signing.
Let's focus on the
Yeah.
signing.
Okay,
Is he a
that's
good
another
player?
thing.
Is he gonna change our defense? Absolutely.
Never, because you have the same Ashley Young over there. You have
Ashley Young is not even gonna
Well,
play.
now that's your captain.
captain.
No,
Right?
no,
So
the reason-
how can he?
the
The
reason-
the
The reason
captain will never sit
No,
on
no,
bench.
no.
why
He
not?
said no.
Antonio Valencia, he said
Wait,
anytime.
This
he's
one is
on the
not
bench.
Ghana captain.
He
or
said-
different captain.
See, he said
No,
something.
no,
You
no.
don't follow United. He
Yeah,
said,
no, he said-
Why should I follow
anytime-
United?
Okay, so
Why should I follow United?
then
You know what?
Wait.
Why should I follow United? Don't tell me to follow United,
I'm
man.
not telling you. All I'm saying is,
Yeah, man. No.
Wait.
Come
let
back
him
again.
finish.
Come back again.
all I'm saying, because you said Ashley Young is going to be on the pitch. Ashley Young,
Yeah, now he's your captain.
because he.
So how do you think a captain will be?
And I'm
on
telling
the
you,
bench
since you don't follow
I'm not going to
United,
follow United
I'm
too
telling
for
you.
what, bro?
I'm telling you what happened, what transpired before he said he's the captain. He said he's only going to be the captain when he's on the pitch. That's a statement. So him saying that basically he's not going to happen not
And
playing
Ashley
time.
Young will still play.
Okay,
How's he gonna
he's
start?
not gonna start, but
How's
I
he
mean,
going to start?
All
And we
right,
have
we're gonna
Shaw,
find out.
and
We'll
then we
find
have
out. I mean, we're going to have a session of just
He's
predict the
really
starting
not.
lineup against Chelsea the first
Ashley
game.
Young
So
is really
we'll
not.
talk about it.
It's Friday, right?
So
Sure.
technically,
That's Sunday.
technically, our captain is going to be David De Gea. Because he's going to play most of the games. He just named him as captain because it's just like we had Valencia. Valencia was a captain. How
Do you
many
know?
games did he play?
You know what's good about
He
this?
left. He's in
He's
Ecuador.
never- Oh.
You know what's good about this? We're gonna find out. So I don't even know what we're arguing
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
They're like, this is-
Exactly.
We're gonna find out who's gonna. But
Is
I don't
Maguire-
understand how.
Your question is Maguire a better fit for United? Absolutely, he is because we have Smalling, we have Jones.
Mhm.
Maguire is better than both of them. So if you pair Maguire and Lindelof, you have Wan-Bissaka and Shaw.
No. Don't forget to have the Avoyan the ones in there.
He's injured, man.
You don't follow the team.
Okay. So let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on. I
He's
mean,
out for like 4 seasons.
yes. So now, Man U have these signings, and Lukaku looks like he could leave. He cannot. We don't know.
We don't know.
Right? So let's just say if Lukaku leaves,
Mhm.
right, which you think is going to happen?
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Okay, so if Lukaku leaves, right,
Mhm.
what do you think about the team right now? Mandzukic coming in, it looks like.
Manzuki, we can't play to Manzuki's style.
Okay, so
we
now,
don't play, wing football. We don't play that.
So-
That's the style.
so are you happy with the transfer window?
With the transfer, now I think we could do more. Because United is a disaster. We can't rely
No.
on.
The question is, are you happy?
I just said it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah. So
So
I
clearly
mean,
I'm not.
so we're saying this, but still like 4 days left in the transfer window. So
Anything
anything
can
can
happen.
happen, right?
Definitely.
Right now. So let's take it up right now.
Mhm.
Are you happy with the team right now, or do you need more?
Of
What do
course,
you
we
need?
need more. We need more.
So what do you
What
need?
position do you think
we
you
need a
guys
creative
need?
midfielder.
Okay.
You have Mata. You're good.
Come on, Mata is off the case
You
now.
have Pogba.
You have Fred.
Yeah.
Come on. Please.
So,
I'm
no,
asking the
that's
question,
the end.
I'm just answering the question.
Yeah.
We need a creative midfielder,
Mhm.
and Matic has to go.
Okay.
He's just I watched the game against Milan yesterday.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
How can you
my God.
use one game to judge a player?
no,
He's been slow for a minute.
He's been
I'm not just saying it. He's been slow for a minute. When he started at United, he was playing well. Then he just went up.
But you knew he was a trash before you guys
No,
went.
no, no.
Trash is not trash.
At this point, I thought you just said United.
I said, man, he was trash, man. Even you bought Alexis. Even you bought trash.
Why you
going back?
What?
All right.
At this point, you guys
I know.
realize that he just hates what? I'm not really gonna say this.
We get it.
When we signed Alexis, he was your best player.
Who told you? Who
Okay,
told you?
let's not go back to that
Who told you?
argument. Let's not get
So
back to
I'm
that
saying
argument.
Matic
Let's
is
say that.
off the hook. When we
Okay.
signed him from Chelsea.
So you want a
a
creative player.
We need a creative
What else?
We need a good striker. Don't
Right.
down Rashford.
So-
Don't down Lingard.
Okay, so let's say so those two players coming in. Whoa, do you think you don't need another center back?
You know, of course, if we get another center, but who is available now? There's nobody available.
Okay, so
That is going to come to United because we're not attractive as we used to be. So
okay.
who's going to come? We know Champions League football. The only player I could think of is Koulibaly. I don't think he's going to come.
Nice.
Because Napoli looks
We've
good.
been chasing him for a long
Yeah.
time.
So I don't think he's going to come. There's no good defender out there who's willing to come to United at this point.
John Boy,
That's a
John
good-
Boy.
So I'm not actually thinking
John Boy is willing to play for Man U.
Okay, so now
any more questions?
prediction of because if
United?
No,
prediction of
next
next
game.
season. No, not
That's coming.
next season.
Okay.
Where do we see United? Where do you think they're gonna finish? I'm gonna start with you, and I'm gonna go with you before you go because you're gonna take up all the time.
United?
It's gonna-
United-
Just
Wait, Fred.
okay. So, yeah.
United at this point, we're not going to get top four. So I don't know. What we're gonna
Okay, so
thank you for speaking the truth today.
Wait, Fred, wait.
Tell it.
Fred, wait. Right? So right now, you're not gonna get top four.
No.
If you get the creative midfielder you're saying, and you get the striker, will that push you into top four?
Yeah. I
Okay.
believe so. Getting a good creative midfielder and a good striker, definitely. We top, not top three. I think we'll be fourth. That's what I think. We get that creative player and a striker. A good
Which
striker.
one do you need
Yeah.
more?
Which
A
one do you need
striker
more?
or a creative
At this
midfielder?
point in time, you know
I
what?
think a striker.
No, at this point in time, we need a creative midfielder. Because you know what? You
Who's
know what
gonna
I'm saying?
take forward?
Because see, Rashford is one of the guys who could time runs. He has good run. If we get that player that can spot him, at least if we give him
That's
about
one
5.
trick pony.
No. At this point, you know,
No.
we need a creative midfielder.
Yes, Rashford makes great runs. It's easy to make great runs coming from the wing.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's gonna be our central. He's gonna be our
He's going to
central.
be, but it's hard to make runs off defenders when he's back to go.
But then I actually think we need a creative midfielder.
I think you guys need a striker because
But
I don't
the
think.
strikers are available.
No, but we're just saying what you need and what you not.
Yeah.
I do not think Rashford can give you 20 goals in the league.
But then if we get
Hell
a creative
no,
midfielder,
man.
he could.
Yes, if Rashford can't give you 20 goals, Rashford was going to give you 10.
Okay.
If your main striker is giving you 10 goals, your season's over.
But then last season he was able to give about 11 goals, right?
Yes, that's
without
the
a
creative.
midfielder.
So you
I
think
feel
that
like
you
if
just
we get a classic bait, I think it'll help him a lot. Not 20 goals, but it'll help a lot. And then I think Martial is going to.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention.
It has something to do this season.
his
Yeah.
time is run down
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
I think just Lingard. He's
He's still in Man U.
just Lingard is.
Wow.
And I mean, don't Martial. Martial's a
I
good
mean, he,
player.
yeah, but he hasn't.
It's a question I get.
He's potentially a great player,
Yeah.
but he's not a great player right now.
I mean, I've watched him this season. I think he's coming back.
Yeah, but yeah, if you say he's a great player, he's not a great player.
He has the potential to be a great player, of course. So what I'm saying is he has something to prove to us. So if we have but Lingard, I don't know what he's doing in the team. He doesn't deserve to be a United player. He doesn't deserve. I really, I don't know what he's doing in the team.
How do you do it?
I don't even know. I'm talking about that. Like, you know. So I mean, if we don't get. If we don't get, you know, he's 26 years.
He's not young anymore.
Like a 10-year-old guy. Like he can't do that. And it's time. I feel like United, right? Our problem starts from the top. Okay, Ed Woodward, right?
No. Your question was prediction.
Yeah, I predicted, but I'm talking out of frustration. So let me
you are not frustrated, my guy.
let me just see Woodward. Okay, you do good with the business side because we know you're a banker. But then, how come these kids always on the ground and doing all? Nobody is saying anything. There's no authority. There's no authority.
I would think that's a coach.
It's a good team. Okay, fine, I get it. But then he doesn't even believe in himself. That's at this point. So if it becomes a problem, you can't control it. You think this has been going is going to happen in 4 years' time?
No, but the thing is, but guess what? It's Fergie.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not, I think we're putting too much blame on Woodward. It's the coach.
No, we're putting too much blame on Woodward. Okay, so then get us, with the whole signing thing, get us a football guy. Like, you're just a banker. You don't know anything about football. So you
want a director of football?
Yeah, we do need it.
Yeah, but so that's different from him because,
No, that's what I'm saying. But he has to assign that.
Okay.
So,
so that's a different conversation then because you're blaming him for just Lingard being on the
No. I'm not blaming him for just. I mean, but then of course, if the coach is not doing it, you are the executive director of the team. Okay? So you have to stamp your foot. Like I don't know what discussion goes on, but if the coach can do it, because coach is maybe the coach is manager. You can't be manage players. You represent the club.
He doesn't have that.
Exactly. He's really not the manager.
Kind of like a shy guy.
That's why this guy came out. Even Pochettino came out. He said he doesn't even know what his you can't be named for manager for coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just. It's
so what do you think?
Sit. Something.
So you're not switching to sit?
No, I'm saying do you think? It doesn't look like we're gonna get the
he doesn't need no more time to talk again. He's still going to be rapping, lecturing.
Do you think you finish ahead of Arsenal, or do you think
at this point Arsenal looks better than Arsenal?
So
no, I don't know who will be out of that. I don't know the spot I have right now. But then,
are you a better team than Arsenal?
No.
Are you a better team than Chelsea?
No. At this point?
Yes.
No.
Spurs.
No.
So you're 6.
No, it could be even worse.
Okay. Okay.
But we're not getting top 4. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm because if I go like we're going to be in top 4, I'm saying it because I'm United.
If Man U signs crazy signings, and we're going to revisit this conversation.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're going to have our list of who you think.
If it changes by next Friday,
we're going to have because we're going to have another episode to preview the Chelsea. And what do you think you're going to finish?
I still finish in 6th again.
6th?
Yeah.
What do you think? 8. I think it's gonna go there. No, seriously.
Of course.
No, seriously. When you put your money on,
if I'm putting my money on, from 3 to 7, in between that.
Okay, yeah. I mean that's reasonable. But 7th is possible. But
Wolves is looking good.
As you were saying, what you were saying was true. If Man U do some signings and sack Pogba from the team, Man U will rise up again. I bet you. That guy is a problem.
I think they're going to be
that guy is the problem now.
So you're saying
you have to get rid of him.
Saying 5th to 7th. 5th will be good, I mean. And you're saying out of top 4. So we all think they're out of top 4, but I think they probably will finish 6th. Okay, so so that's the Man U preview right there. I guess everybody's in line that they're gonna finish outside the top 4, regardless of where they finish. And Chelsea, everybody think they're going to finish inside the top 4, but not compete for the league. So we're going to do this quick. This is going to be quick. No discussion, no elaboration. Your top 6 in the Premier League.
City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, United.
City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, United, Spurs.
Spurs 6. Wow. Okay.
Wait, Spurs?
Go
I didn't hear you. So you go. My top 6 is my son crazy. I think Liverpool is going to win.
Okay. That's not crazy. I don't think that's crazy.
City second.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs third. Chelsea fourth.
What about Arsenal 6?
Arsenal fifth.
I think Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal, United. Yeah. And
No,
okay,
what did you say? Arsenal fourth?
Arsenal 4th. Yeah.
I didn't say fourth. I
So
said
that's the
third.
third.
Oh,
Oh, Arsenal 3rd. Yeah.
oh.
Even second.
Pepe. Yeah. Okay. So top scorer.
Can I see? 24, 25 will be. We want to see clear, bro.
So Evan, top scorer.
Aguero.
Top scorer.
Mine will be Harry Kane if he doesn't get injured.
No.
No.
We're not doing that.
No.
Harry Kane.
We're not. Everybody.
Okay, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane too. I think he's gonna best player in the league.
Best player, Salah.
Aubameyang. Sterling.
No, like winning best player of the year.
Oh, right.
PFA player of the year.
Raheem Sterling.
I'm saying your best player.
Yeah.
So Salah,
Yeah.
Sterling.
Yeah.
I think
I would
PFA.
say
I think De Bruyne.
Okay.
I think De Bruyne is gonna blow. FA Cup. I know these are hard, but
FA Cup.
what do you think of it now? Who you with? Because you're probably going to see Chelsea.
No, I'm not. I think City's going to win it.
I think a smaller team will pull up a surprise.
So who?
Derby, maybe.
Throw a team out there.
Championship team.
Throw a team out there.
I think
Yes, FA Cup. Throw a team out there and
Well,
see.
I think Spurs can win it this season.
So you think Spurs?
Yeah.
Well, how is Spurs a
There's
small
more.
team?
Spurs, Arsenal is bigger than
Okay.
I'm not going to rate Spurs over Arsenal.
I think Wolves.
Wolves? Okay. I think Liverpool.
Okay.
That's fair.
Carabao Cup. League
Chelsea.
Cup. Chelsea?
Arsenal.
Arsenal?
That's where Spurs is going to win.
Spurs? Well, in City again. Okay, so let's go down Serie A.
Juve.
Is that really a question? Juve.
But Inter's coming up, though. Watch out for
Yeah.
Inter. Like,
Yeah, to make it a 20 point instead of 25. Okay. La Liga.
really? Barca.
Inter.
Atletico.
That's
Atletico's the biggest team in the world.
I was telling these guys that Atletico's a great team, biggest team. They thought I was lying.
No, watch out for Diego Costa this season.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be
That
fine.
guy,
And
yeah.
João Felix, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And João Felix, too. Felix is going to be fine. But I think
Watch
Barca's
out.
going to win.
Now, look, let me make this one.
Yeah.
Real Madrid is
The funny thing
confused.
is,
Barcelona
this is the only thing you and I agree on.
Yeah.
My guy. Girl, 8 years with it.
Yeah. Real Madrid is confused. Barcelona too is confused. Look, Barcelona is doing signing like Arsenal. They're not concerned about their back.
Right.
Now Piqué cannot run.
Okay.
Out.
Yeah.
It's out.
I think Barcelona is.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
I think their team is just built on
All right.
Messi.
French league.
PSG. Don't be Messi.
Leon.
No. Let's be serious.
Yeah,
PSG.
Leon.
You know Lyon are going to win the league.
Watch out for Leon.
Why?
Watch out for
watch
them
out.
who's going to.
No, who's going to win the league?
Watch out. Watch out.
The
They can be second.
Not the player alone.
Who?
They have one guy called.
Young players,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
who's
The
winning?
reason.
Oh, the league. Olympic Lyon is winning.
Okay, he's in.
Yeah, ahead of PSG.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So PSG, Lyon.
PSG.
I think PSG too.
Bundesliga.
Bayern.
Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund. Me and you are going to that.
I think Bayern.
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh,
Okay.
that's
You
super.
would-
No,
I want to.
everything is recorded, so
Yeah,
we're
okay,
gonna
so
play
we can play
Bayern.
back.
I want to.
That's his
You know
opinion.
the fact that I want to keep this up.
Mhm.
If Bayern is still going to keep Sule or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
And Boateng.
Boateng,
Come on, it's a disaster for them.
they're out of gas.
Europa League.
Europa League.
So now, I mean, we have Arsenal in there, we have United in there, and
I think this might be your
Wolves
shot.
are Wolves are in
No,
there.
Wolves not going to win it.
No, I really don't think any of the teams in the league right now are going to win. They're probably the team will come.
Okay. Yeah, because it's hard because we don't know who's
Yeah.
gonna fall off
Yeah,
anyway.
so-
So you okay?
Yeah.
So let's say who's in it. You don't think Arsenal or United?
No, United, we can't win.
I think Arsenal win.
Yeah, that's what I said.
From
Arsenal.
start to end.
Yeah,
I think Arsenal will win the.
yeah. Arsenal can
But
win.
is that who's going to be on that?
Who knows?
So,
Because now-
why do you want to know our focus?
No, I'm
bro?
just asking the question because at this point, they feel like
Premier
they've
League.
rejuvenated the team.
Yeah,
They feel like they can contend for.
Premier League.
So it's like the focus. I don't think. The focus
I don't think
is-
Arsenal think they can compete. League.
And
They
plus-
want to be top four.
And plus, if they
Yes, everybody-
have that. No, and I
That
also
Pepe
feel like
is-
if they have that as an objective going
That
for the
Pepe is what, bro?
No,
Everybody's
that
talking-
no. Listen.
automatically they will
Listen.
win.
Arsenal finished fifth. People will take them to fourth at best.
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but I tell you, I don't think anything is changing. The goals is still going to be there.
It's not going to change.
The goals is still. No, I just said that the goals is still going to be there. You'll be conceding about a goal. Oh my God!
Champions
Just like
League.
John Evans.
Who's winning Champions League?
Whoa!
That's a big one.
Yeah.
To me. Okay.
You want to go
Yeah,
first?
go first.
Yeah, Man City.
Nah.
Pep is coming out
Yeah.
all Pep.
I agree. I think
Pep,
it's
Pep.
the year Man City. Yeah.
Pep, if he doesn't win Champions League this season,
Yeah.
he's leaving.
I think this is the year Man City.
I mean, he's going to go for it, but I don't see them winning Champions.
And you know the funny thing, before even the Community Shield, he took a swap at Liverpool,
Oh, really?
winning the Champions League. He said, like, the most important thing is the league. You can win it, you can win the
I'm
game.
being with
That's
this
what
player.
I'm saying. But
It's a knockout competition.
you know the funny thing, because he couldn't win it with Bayern. I don't think he's going to win it.
Yeah, I don't see him winning it right now. With
So who do you think?
I see Ronaldo winning again with Juve.
You think Juve?
Yeah.
You know what? When Sarri came in, I was hopeful Juve was going to win. But then the players is letting out. You letting Cancelo is going to City right now.
Yeah.
And then you letting Mandzukic leave. Like, he's letting so many players leave.
Quadrado played in number 2.
Like, I was thinking they were going to win, but at this point, he's making so many changes.
Atletico?
Madrid.
Wait,
It's all over the place.
PSG.
I'm confused.
Yeah, it's too hard to like call right now.
Because I don't want to say anything, but of course, I think because Ronaldo, when he says something, it's possible. He's saying.
So your
come on.
first choice was Juve.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, but Sarri started making changes. I don't believe.
Okay, so let's stick with Juve.
Okay,
Right? Because at this point, I don't think who else outside of Juve? Because you don't think Man City, obviously you don't think so.
Messi came out with another promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, today. I saw.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
So you don't think Barcelona?
Nah.
No, he made a statement.
Listen to
He made a statement saying that he's not really ashamed of what happened last
Yeah,
season.
he
He has no regret.
Yeah,
Blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
Boy, you have come on, please, come on, you regret it. But anyway,
Okay.
because Barca is not. See, they're actually focusing. I think they wanted to get Neymar on loan or something like that.
Yeah,
At this point, they're focusing on the front. It's not good.
I honestly think defensively they're good. They just don't know how to
Put it together, right?
No,
think they're good?
No. Listen, wait. Umtiti, right? If you have Alaba, Umtiti, Semedo, and Piqué,
You think somebody is
Wait.
that good?
Busquets, I honestly
Busquets is
think
up there.
no, wait.
Busquets is
No, wait.
aging.
Wait.
Ikechu is aging.
I don't think it's the players. I think
Days.
it's the tactic. I'm telling you, Valverde is not putting these players in the right position to
And
defend.
Valverde being
And
there,
they are running now.
Yes,
They
they're
are
not
running now.
defending. That's it. I'm telling you, if you have on they're a good team.
Of course,
defensively,
nobody's saying that.
right? But
Defensively,
the coach is not, because Barcelona's thing is not to defend.
Exactly.
If you have a coach that can set up a defensive block to tell them, okay, this is what we're gonna do in
Well,
defense.
where's the block?
But they have the players.
This is a knockout competition, bro.
Yeah, and they
I
have the
really don't
players.
see it. I really
Check
don't
out
see
the
them
plan.
winning.
Yeah.
I think they'll do good, but they'll do the usual, get to the semifinals and all that. I really don't think they'll win. And this is probably, I don't know. I'm going for Juve.
Okay.
Because I really want that to happen.
Okay. So I guess that's it. That's our preview of Man United, a preview of Chelsea, preview. Actually, one more thing before we go. Relegation. Do you guys
Let's start the season before.
let's
Yeah,
start?
it's
Okay.
too early because
All right. So yeah,
United. Of
we got.
course.
All right. So we're gonna talk about. I guess next week the season starts on Friday, And the big game for the weekend is Chelsea versus Man United. So we're probably going to do a preview for that. So that's it. That's our episode 2. If you're watching on YouTube right now, make sure you subscribe. We are going to have episodes coming on the regular, so make sure you subscribe to get notification on your subscription list so we can pop up on that. If you're listening on SoundCloud, make sure you follow the page. Evan, give us a Twitter handle.
TFW_podcast.
Yeah, so, I mean, all that. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. So from me, from Yaga, from Fred, from Ibn, signing out. Thanks for listening.